Hi everyone. So I just got home. I have a few things that I want to get done today. I want to go to a wig store, get my wig revamped. I have to cook dinner. I have to do homework with the kids, pick up my babies, and let's see how much I can get done. Come along with me. Let's roll up our sleeves and let's get prepping. I'm on my way to Prestigio Wigs now. I have this one beautiful wig. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just for some reason not laying on my head as nicely as I would like it to. So I'm gonna go have a consultation with her and see if she can do her magic to it. So come along and I'll share with you what we decide to do with this beautiful wig. We're here. Let's go in. There's Adina. Hello. I'll put it on. As you can see, it's like very, very bulky up on top. And I don't know if it's light. Maybe we need to darken it. So I have the pro right here. We're gonna go over what we can do to salvage it because I want to wear it, but I don't know what to do.
Okay, well, I think first of all, let's just color it. I think color is for sure gonna make a big difference. Even if you color it darker, like just the top even, I think already it's gonna look a little flatter.
Really?
Yeah, the darker. That's like, you know how we wear black or we wear like dark colors to like slim ones, whatever.
Okay.
But yeah, that's that. Secondly, what I could do is I could check if we can remove wefts.
Thin it out a
Yeah,
little bit
thin
more.
it out. It is already cut, not by us, but it is already cut.
Yeah.
You do have some layers, not so short. Well, actually over here, there's pretty short. So, you know, that does give you a little bit more of like a heaviness. But what we could do is we could definitely thin it out. That's gonna help. We're gonna root it, do like a low rooting. It's gonna be a very, you know, it'll be a big change. And then we'll go from there and we'll see what else we could do. If we should take out more here.
Do you think we can add a lace?
Yeah,
to the front,
lace, we could definitely
make it
do.
less like wiggy looking.
Yeah, the lace is going to give you right over here is going to give you this natural front. So you see how you see like a major difference between her her head and the wig. You see like a step.
Yes.
So if we add a lace, it's not gonna have that step. It's gonna be much more seamless on her forehead. And also, by the way, before you filmed, you mentioned you wanted highlights.
Yes.
Maybe something around your face. So if you want, what we could do is we can add a lace front and we can add lighter hair on just those front pieces. So you have like money pieces.
Yeah.
So that this way it looks like you have, you know, lightness, some kind of highlight, something. Yeah.
Next concern is that I noticed that a lot of people, when they have lace in the front, it's like very, very flat.
Yeah.
How do we prevent that from happening? If I want some height, what do we do?
Okay, so putting a lace front is not going to give you the flatness over here. It's just going to give you the flatness over here.
So I could still like have a little something.
Body, for sure. And by the way, it's a total misconception. With a lace top, you can still have body.
Right. So I'm like, okay, how do we do this? Because I see so many people now. It's like very, very like.
No,
to
that's
their
just
face.
the style that they want. They want that middle, straight, sleek. You don't have to have that look.
Okay, I'm so excited. Okay. So now that I'm here, of course, I have to play around, and oh my gosh. I love it. I love it so much, and I love how it's so not flat. That's like my biggest pet peeve. So I love that this is a lace, guys, and I really wanted to see how I would look in it. Look how natural it looks. Adina, I really like it.
I'm very surprised. I actually like the color.
Wow.
So you have a very natural rooting. You have some low lights in the wig, so it doesn't look blonde, you know?
Right.
And then you have a beautiful, this is such a great lace because you can see how flat it's sitting on her.
Yes.
And then in the front, what we would do if this was your wig is we would put lighter hair in the front.
Right.
Just to give you like a little bit more of a pop.
Right. But it is very blonde. Like
it's so pretty.
I know, but
maybe you don't need to go that light if you do that.
What would I be able to color this?
Of course, sure. Yeah, all these wigs are natural, real European hair, so they can be colored, dyed, everything. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Look how amazing. I don't know if it's blurred or not. Adina, I like it.
I actually really like this one on you.
So this is the same wig as I just tried on, the very blonde one, but it's a little bit more darker, so it's more of my shade. So we're going to part it the way that I would normally part it and see how it turns out. I'm so excited! So this is the darker version of it with the part. I'm really loving it. I did not think that I was going to be so in love with this Adina.
I know, it looks really pretty on you too.
It does look really nice. And again, I never thought I would be into lace, but it's a really, really nice Nice lace. So I think it would be great if we like rooted it to be a little bit darker.
Yeah.
So it could match my eyebrows.
Exactly. Just root it a little bit, very little, just over here. And then also when you root it, the highlights are gonna give you like a little bit of a pop.
Wow. Finally back home, and it's so late. It's 4:32. I'm getting started on dinner. This is why it's so hard for me to actually do anything after work, because I feel like there's just not enough time in the world. So, but I'm happy I got that done. It was really just something that I wanted to do for a long time, to get that wig done. Otherwise, I was like, I'm not wearing it. Why is it just sitting there? Anyways, I have 2 cups of basmati rice in here that I've just washed. I'm adding in 3.5 cups of water, about a tablespoon of oil, and some salt. So you'll see how I try to get dinner going very, very last minute, because my kids are all going to be here in the next 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm gonna mix all this up, place it on the stove, and get that cooking. Now to go with the rice, I want to do a grilled chicken. This is very much inspired by Peas, Love, and Carrots. Whenever she's short on time, she always makes this dinner, and I'm like drooling whenever I see her do this. So I'm going to cut the chicken breast in about 2 to 3, not too thin because I don't want it to burn as I'm grilling it. So I did it into 3, like maybe I could thin this out a bit also. That's it. Cut this up, and then we're gonna season it up. Is it just me? I get really, really freaked out when poultry specifically is ginormous, or even vegetables, honestly. Sometimes you buy these, I don't know, like a carrot, and it's like as big as my face, or a cucumber that's ginormous. It's like hormones galore. And I always try to stay away from the very huge produce. Not that anything smaller is any different, but it's just freaky that they're so big. Like, I want to have natural, clean food, but I feel like we eat a lot of garbage, even though we think that it's healthy. I think a lot of the produce is just chemically engineered. Is that what it's called? But we just do our best, right? Now for the seasoning, we're gonna do 1 squeeze of lemon. It's just gonna tenderize it really nicely. About 3 tablespoons of oil, a little sprinkling of black pepper, onion soup mix, about 1/3 of a cup, and 3 cloves of garlic that I'm going to mince up. Now I'm just going to mix it all up. The rice has started to boil, and I looked in my fridge to see what I can do as a vegetable. And I found some corn on the cobs, which is perfect, minimal effort. I'm just gonna boil these up and place this as a side dish. The rice is cooked now, meaning all the water has been absorbed. So I'm gonna put it on the lowest flame, cover it with 2 paper towels, and put a timer on for 20 minutes for it to steam, and then the rice is going to be fully ready. Over here I have my water. I'm going to put the corn on the cobs in now. Okay. Let's cover that. The grill pan is nice and hot. I'm going to add in some avocado oil and start frying up the chicken. About 2 minutes per side until they get a nice, beautiful, delicious golden color. Okay, let's go for the fillet. Dinner is done. I had these chocolate chip cookies that I made a little while back, and I froze like a bunch of them. So they're gonna defrost for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna pop them in the oven. I always like to have some sort of little treat on weeknights for dinner, so we're gonna enjoy these soon. While we're waiting for the oven to get preheated, Aviva requested some fruits, so let's do that. I have some mango, pear, and an orange, so I'll slice some of them up for them. Now that it's summer almost, you know, spring, summer, we have all these yummy, delicious fruits. I love peaches, cherries. What else? What do you guys like in the summer? Which fruits are your favorite?
Strawberries.
Ooh, strawberries.
Blueberries.
They're such yummy, delicious fruits for the summertime. So let's do this. What, honey? What's this? Yes, hold on. This is why I really dislike frying in a house, because look at this mess. Anyways, I'm just gonna quickly put all of these away in the leftovers and get started on tidying up the rest of the kitchen. Finally out of the house with Shai. We're going to a lecture for some parenting classes. I don't do this often. I don't go to the lectures at all really, but I really wanted to make the time to go to this specific rabbi. I really love the encouraging messages that he gives us, so let's come along.
Something difficult. Some things are easy, some things are difficult. We can't compare children. Oh, our daughter was not a problem, so she's a good girl, and our son, it's hard for him, so he's a bad boy. No such thing. For her it's easy, and for him it's hard. So I have to give him more support and more understanding. There's a difference between a child rebelling and a child just not being able to do it. So only then, after we tried going step by step through these levels, smiling, removing the smile, shaking your head, speaking softly but firmly, tapping their hand, only then we can apply other consequences. So what are the consequences?
The dishes are washed and put away. It's so nice to spend a little bit of time for yourself, to recharge, to learn, to grow. So today I got a few things done, which I'm very happy about. I did my wig consultation. I actually made it to dinner. I made dinner, which I was really like thinking, should I just order pizza, because I didn't think I was gonna make it. We did homework with the kids, and we actually had time with my husband to go and enjoy a good lecture about becoming better parents. So all in all, it was a great day. I guess you're gonna have to tune in next time to see how the wigs turn out, which wig I went for, what the new styles are. It's actually quite exciting. So I'll see you all next time. Have a good night.